Alright, hi everybody. Bankai Night 22, another chapter review. It's been a while since it came out. Now wait a while before it get translated. 7 Deadly Sins. Of course, cover page has Nanatsu on the cover with Melanas. Yeah, it's like 31 pages this chapter. Pretty crazy. Beginning part, we have, I believe we haven't seen this guy in a while. Thunder? I believe that's his name. He's talking to Hauser and saying, "Oh, Veronica's dead," so on and so forth. And Thunder's basically saying that seems that during the 7 Deadly Sins attack, she and Graham Moore met an untimely death, and saying that. And Hauser's like, besides, how are we supposed to report this to Princess Margaret, and so on and so forth. And he's saying, "Where's great Holy Knight Dreyfus? He locked himself in the private room." And this is what I liked. What I liked about this chapter. Even he said it. Something is amiss. Thunder. I liked what he said in this chapter because even him, he's saying something is going on. Something's going on with Hendrickson. He's noting it in the beginning of this chapter that something's going on with Hendrickson. Something is amiss. And we see also this guy who is trying to use this farmer who is being trained by these knights to use a sword, and all he wants to do is go back home. And a holy knight shows up and saying, "I want to go home." And he's like, "This is an inevitable holy war. Please stand up." And he kicks him in the stomach. And it says, "You just need to stay quiet. Follow us, the guiding hand of light in the holy war." And I'm like... And then the next page, holy shit. You just see all these knights. And apparently in saying, this was Thunder saying, somehow in the past few days, Hendrickson's group of Holy Knights has increased dramatically, and they are the new generations. Hendrickson's group and Dreyfus's group, until now, they were even in power, but now their balance is threatened. Perhaps this is another precursor to the Holy War. Now, when he says the balance is threatened, I think he means that Hendrickson's knights are much more powerful now than Dreyfus. Hendrickson's a shady motherfucker, people. And you see that those lineup of these knights, they are evil, like evil bastards, all of them. And then after that, we get a scene with Hank saying, "A chilly morning," he's walking around, fine stuff, and saying, "Early up, I'm the only one in the world. Wake up this early in the morning, you think he's the only one in the world." And then we see Elizabeth, and she's looking up in the distance, and apparently she's like saying, "You don't have to worry about me, Veronica. I'm going to turn back to the kingdom back to what it used to be, when it was playful, when it was enjoyable, when we had so much fun." And she's like making this vow to her dead sister now, to change the kingdom back to that. "I'll put my life on the line for it." And we see Diane behind her saying, "Oh, don't worry, Elizabeth, we have your back." Me and Gideon too, of course. And she's like, "Thank you, Diane," and saying, "Feel free to depend on us. We are your comrades." And you just see the size of Diane. Oh, shit, she's freaking huge. And so on and so forth. And Hank's going around, and he sees them going around, saying, "Why you got girls up so early?" And he almost gets attacked by King and Bond. But I should tell everyone, I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. Before I continue, I mean, you saw the beginning. I told you guys what happened at the beginning. What happened at the end of this chapter? Okay, anyone who wants to say, you know, you know, the different verses are concerned. You know, you have, what do you have? You have, um, you have, Toriko. Okay. You got Naruto. You got One Piece and you got Bleach. What Meliodas did in this chapter, words cannot describe. But yeah, basically King and you wait. King and Bond are fighting. They're training and so on and so forth. And Bond gets hurt in his back and saying, Bond's telling King to do it like you intend to kill me. And he's like, how am I supposed to kill an immortal? You could, and then Bond's saying, oh, you can stop me from fighting and so on and so forth. And then it gets kind of, Bond gets angry. Because King says you're not your usual self and so on and so forth. And then Bond throws him and shit. And saying, I just want to crush the Holy Knights. Bond saying, get back the kingdom as soon as possible. And he brings up the fact, King, about Meliodas. And Bond gets angry. And then Bond brings up a huge thing. I was like, what Bond wants is unbelievable. His motivations. And saying that there's a treasure in the kingdom that he wants. And my target is the horn of Kunonos underneath the kingdom. Should be nothing. He wants a reward of it. And he's like, what do you want to do with that? And he says he wants to use that artifact to communicate with the world of the goddess clan. Yeah, I'm going to revive Elaine with the help of a goddess. Holy shit. Bond. Epic. So basically Bond wants to use that item that I just told you to bring back to life King's sister. And then the next thing that happens in this chapter pretty much excuse me, is the thing with Meliodas that Bond and King are talking about. And what happens is King brings up it again. You're not your usual self, Bond. You're thinking about Captain. I'm struggling with myself and so on and so forth. And he almost brings it up. He almost says it. Could it really be that Captain is from the demon? That moment, Bond grabs King. And he's like, exact words. Just see what happens if you keep talking. I'll smash every tooth out of you. But you must be thinking that too. Like hell he is. There's no way he's the same monster. There's no way he's that monster. That's impossible. Pretty much. Captain said, come with me. He said it to someone who had spent an entire life as an outcast. A shitty person with a shitty life. Captain's words. No matter how shitty that person might be, a naive guy like him can't possibly be the same as that monster. And then we get Diane showing up and everything early in the morning. Everyone's like, everybody's together. And then we see Meliodas. And he's saying that I didn't think the Holy Knights could get this much power, this power this much quickly. I guess I can't be holding back anymore. He says, so sweet. He picks up. Listen, people. Okay? Listen. Okay? Listen. He picks up a branch. I'm not talking a log, no, a branch. You know, like a tree branch? You know that? Like a tree branch? Branch on a tree? Right. Picks it up. And, oh God. People. And he's saying, oh, maybe I have to throw it away. He swings the tree branch. Swings it. Like, he takes it, goes, next fucking page. Oh, God. He cuts a mountain in half. Unbelievable. Just unfreaking believable. I have no words for this. This is... Oh my God. He just went like... ahead of everyone with this. Just... I'd be going crazy if I continued talking about this. But anyway, cuts the mountain in half. And begins to, saying this chant of something about, like, some kind of prophecy about, the exact words, I believe, were, when the skies are filled with crossing shooting stars, Britannia will be visited by immense madness. It is an omen of the beginning of the trail of ancient origins, a holy war between the guiding light and the bloodline of darkness. And then he's basically saying, let's finish this. I promise for the person who fought beside me for so long, this battle that has raged on for 3,000 years, I'll put an end to it once and for all. And it says, more light is shed on the fated ancient battle. The 7 deadly sins prepare for the president and clash. Yeah, basically everyone's taking on their own convention to prepare for the next venture. And the next chapter says 52, Truth of the Rumor. This chapter was ridiculous. Oh my God. But nevertheless, awesome fucking chapter. Awesome fucking chapter. I just can't believe you cut it in half. Oh, God. Cut it in half. Next page, it's like he's walking through the mountain. What? This guy Nanas doesn't even have a sword yet. He doesn't have a weapon. He had no weapon. I'm shaking my head, people. This is ridiculous. But nevertheless, damn it, between that and Bond, I have no words. No words. But this should be interesting next week. Oh, come on, half. Oh my God. Then Bond. This is fun. He's gonna use it to bring back Elaine. Between that and us, kind of mountain in half, and he's just walking by. He's walking through the mountain. I'm like, yo, too much, just too much hype right now for 7 Deadly Sins. But yeah, that's the story, people. And then we got the beginning of the chapter. The beginning of the chapter, the way I look at it, the beginning of the chapter, sort of the middle of the chapter, and the ending of the chapter, were fantastic. As simple as that. Um. So yeah, that's pretty much it. God knows what's gonna happen next. I'm guessing next chapter he would, because it says truth of the rumor. Um. I guess he's going to talk to Diane, Bond, King, and Elizabeth about what happened. Because he said 3,000 years. Is it 3,000 years? Yeah, 3,000 years. This battle that has raged on for 3,000 years. Which, whew, holy shit, you know? But yeah, that's the story, people. I've nothing more to add. I'm Ballcard Night 22. I'll see you guys later. It's fucking Melodies, man. Yo, you cut a mountain in half with a branch? This guy, last thing I have to say, this guy gets a weapon. I don't care who you are. You're gonna have a hard time. Now, I'm not saying, I'm talking normal people in manga. Like, I guess, from Naruto and maybe Bleach and maybe all the other places. You're gonna have a hard time beating this guy. He had a bridge. I know that. I'm Balkan 2. I'll see you guys later. Melted in half. Peace.